I always knew that they at some point he might turn heel for whatever reason, but I always thought he was going to be better than that, right? So I was shocked. I was hurt on Saturday night. I didn't cry, but I'm gonna play a video of a grown man crying, and then we're gonna discuss this,
A
John.
what?
So, a grown man
Crying?
crying.
No, you're not. What?
He's crying. Jimmy's
Go
crying.
ahead.
I'm gonna play
Play
it,
the
and we're
video.
gonna. Here we go.
Let's-
All right, we got a live reaction going on right here. John Cena has just turned heel, lifelong fan since childhood. Josh Jones, your thoughts on John Cena becoming a dirty rat?
Don't talk about it.
Are you upset?
See what I'm on?
You okay?
I'm upset.
All right, guys, we're going to go get some Kleenex. We've got a problem here.
John, your son is making grown men cry, John.
Wasn't crying.
He said, "Look at my eyes." He had tears in them.
He didn't have. He did. No, he did not. He was very upset. He wasn't crying.
Look at my eyes, John. Come on, what's going on here, man? Talk to me.
Bad parenting. What went wrong, John?
Bad parenting.
Seriously, what is he's kicking? He's kicking the greatest face since Bob Backlund in the balls. What happened here?
I just can't go over the bad parenting.
Well, it's inconsistent with the John Cena Sr. I'm going to break my camera. It's inconsistent with the John Cena Sr. that we know. Why did he do this?
You're bad, John. You're a bad parent.
Lives were ruined. Mike is like upset now. He's rooting for Cody. I'm like, you wuss, John.
I am upset. I am upset. I really am.
I love it.
Well, how would you feel if Cody Rhodes went heel?
Who cares?
Oh, all right. So let's go back to Cena's career.
Oh.
What did Cena start as the prototype? Heel. What was he in OVW? Heel. When he came to the WWE, when he came out as that young man who faced Kurt Angle, yay, okay. Then we had the Doctor of Thugonomics. It was supposed to be a heel. They made him a face, all right? So you got to remember something, that what's done is done. Whether you like it or, and now I'm not being J-Fab, but I'm just sitting here saying, got nothing to do with parenting. It's got to do with the fact that you guys, I got to make you laugh somehow, right? You're all so serious.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wait a minute.
He
But
did
John-
say hilarious on the bottom.
Listen,
Pharaoh
John.
gets the hilarious scoop straight from the most
But now, wait.
bad in wrestling.
There's a whole nother problem, though. Poor Bill Apter. Now, I can't play the video, but I'm going. It's well worth it. It's gone viral. Poor Bill Apter. That doesn't hurt anybody. Okay, look what's going on here, Jimmy. I don't even know if you know about this. I'm going to play it right now.
Yeah, go
And then
ahead.
you're going to really look at John.
He has gone viral.
After, and I'm on the road right now, and I figured I would give a call to John Cena's father, who I have a great relationship with and have known him since his son started in the business. Good morning, Mr. Cena.
Good morning, Mr. Apter. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good. So I want to talk to you about what happened at the Elimination Chamber, where your son shocked everybody by aligning himself with The Rock. And why that? Have you talked to him? Why did he do this?
You know, Bill, you're a real good friend.
Thank you.
We go back a long way.
We do.
So would you please stop? I'm tired of guys like you. I'm tired of the other phone calls I'm getting. I don't know why he did what he did. You're going to have to get that from him. I am so tired of this. Why don't we just let it play out and find out what's happening? A reporter's a reporter. But listen, Bill Apter, friend, enough's enough. And thanks.
Hello.
What is going on there? Why are you being so mean to Bill Apter?
I'm not being mean at all. The
What?
facts are the facts. And you know what? What I said to Bill Apter was right on point. I don't know the answer. I wish I did. I don't know the answer. Am I embarrassed? Absolutely not. I only said to Bill, I'm tired of what's going on. I would never say to you what Rhodes said to The Rock. But what I will say to you, Bill Apter, is have a nice day and thanks. Thanks for nothing. Nothing. And that's how that call ended. And, you know, it's done. Whether we like it or not, John Cena has made a transition. That transition is either going to be good or bad for business. It's going to be good or bad for Cena. What's done is done. Am I embarrassed by what's done? Maybe surprised, but I'm not embarrassed. I sit back. He's still my son. For whatever reason, he did what he did. I don't condone it. I don't like the way it was done. If I can take a shot and say I think it's probably one of the best swerves in history, it was a classic swerve. I don't think anybody, and I mean anybody, saw that coming. People are going to me, oh, I knew right away. I could tell. Well, let me ask you, how could you tell? Oh, well, when he got the curb stomp on CM Punk, Cena ran in and pulled him out and pinned him. That's not John Cena. Oh, yeah, but that is. That's an athlete that wants to get to WrestleMania 41. If you were in the ring or I were in the ring, I would do the same damn thing. Regardless, I would do it. So that is not an issue. That's not an issue. Were there any giveaways that you could have said, oh, well, I think he's gonna go heel? You know what? He certainly did. They certainly did a great job at keeping it under wraps.
I can tell you, I personally had no clue until The Rock did the throat, you know, that whole thing right there. That's the only time I was in shock. I was just like, I cannot believe this is happening right now. But John, let me ask you, we're doing a show after this called the top 10 heel turns, right? Where do you think this heel turn ranks in the greatest heel turns?
I might say number one.
Wow, nice.
I might say number two. Austin did a great heel turn. You know, when I look at and Hulk Hogan, I have nothing but respect for the Hulkster. But when you look at that swerve with the Hogan with WCW, I don't know about you guys, but I sat there watching that, and I said to the people around me, I'll put $10 on the table right now that Hogan's going to nail that guy, and he's going to pull a swerve. Watch what happens. You could see it coming. It was done. It was done. Bischoff said it was, you know, was the greatest thing that ever happened. In his eyes at that time, it probably was. Nobody will tell me when you look at this heel turn that anybody ever expected to see hustle, loyalty, respect turn to shaft, I'll beat your ass, and I'll be 17-time heavyweight champion. Nobody ever saw that coming. I never saw it coming. And I'm in the business. And so, as you guys were, you sit back and you look at this and you go, wow. The shock factor alone, the fact that nobody saw it coming makes it even more intense. The other marks are saying, wow, it's about time. We've been waiting for this for a long time. You know what? And I said this earlier. How would it be when he comes out if he doesn't get booed, he gets cheered? How about that?
He's going to get cheered.
You know, and you know, people are going to me, well, you know, he granted 3 wishes before the show. Okay, does that mean he's going to stop making wishes?
Yeah, right.
Does that make him a bad guy? Remember, we're looking at 2 different personas. And so, in my opinion, was I surprised? Blown away. Blown away. If you said to me that my son was going to turn heel, I'd call you a liar. As a matter of fact, people used to say to me, and they still did until it happened, you know, I got a feel. I said, let me tell you something. You will never see John Cena go heel. Ever. Wow. Was I wrong? Was I embarrassed by it? No, I'm not embarrassed by it. I think people need to sit down and look at the overall big picture. When you look at how it's going to play out, and I don't know how I'm going to answer this, but you couldn't have 2 faces at WrestleMania. You couldn't have either against Rhodes. It just wouldn't work. At some point during that match, one of those guys would have gone berserk and turned heel in the middle of the ring at WrestleMania 41. Why not do it at the right time and the right place? My thing now is I want to see how it plays out. I want to see what this new persona is going to be. what this new heel is going to be. Even Triple H made the comment, I have no idea what kind of villain we're going to get. Just take a look at that look in his eyes.
Great.
Right there, when I saw that look, I looked at the other people watching this with me and I said, something bad's going to happen. Because we went from, hey, yes, hustle, loyalty, respect, and all of a sudden, when you talk about the devil, you saw that right in his eyes, right there. And then I think the finishing touch was with The Rock, with the, that was it. To me, that was the biggest surprise because Cena and The Rock had always been enemies. And now he's aligned with his enemy. So, do I get upset? Perhaps. Maybe I went a little too tough on Bill Apter. But you know what? I don't know the answer. People go to me, you've got an inside track. I don't know any more about this than you do. I have no idea. If I had any idea that this was going to happen, I probably would have made $100 bets and walked out of it. So where we go from here remains to be seen. Will I ever see my son as a face again? I believe I will. I believe that down the road, something's going to change. Something's going to happen. How or when, I don't know. I believe that there might be a turn on The Rock. I believe that that's what will team up with Cody Rhodes. And that's what will set the match for WrestleMania 42 for Rhodes versus The Rock.
Let me ask you this. Will John Cena get number 17 at WrestleMania?
I'm hoping. I think that would be best for business. And people are going, well, he's your kid. Naturally, you're going to say that. Just being in the business, it's best for business. Because right now, Cody Rhodes, who I have nothing but respect for, believe me, when I was getting the shit kicked out of me by Randy Orton, who's the kid that came down to the ring to try to save my ass? It was Cody Rhodes. And look at what this young man has done with his career. He's right there at the top. I guess the only words I can use, it's the same thing with Cena. He's better off chasing than wearing. And I think that's what this comes down to. Whether he walks out of WrestleMania 41, 17-time heavyweight champion, nobody's got the answer to that. Because just when you think you have the answer, swerve. Triple H is a genius at that. A genius. Somewhere down the road, I think he's going to get 17. I would think. Excuse me. And I would think he'd drop that at some point. Or my thing would be maybe you retire with it and you retire the belt. And the best thing for business would be a tournament to decide who the champion will be. That would be great.
How great would that be? That would be fantastic.